From the Iowa Podcast, I'm Justin Brady, and we have an exclusive collaboration with the World Food Prize. We're really excited to be here at the World Food Prize during the Borlaug Dialogue that's happening right now at this very moment. We're in downtown Des Moines, of course, and we're joined with Ray Gasser. Ray, thanks so much for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome, and it's always a pleasure to come to the World Food Prize headquarters here in Des Moines and to the laureate event. It's just, wow, it's a really great showcase of agriculture around the world.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. The Borlaug Dialogue and the World Food Prize is very special to you. We're going to get into that, but tell me a little bit about your background as it pertains to this. You're a corn and soybean farmer, correct?
Yeah, we grow soybeans and corn, and actually cereal rye for cover crops and for whiskey.
Oh, really?
And we do that near Corning, Iowa, in Adams County, so about 90 miles southwest of Des Moines. But we come here a lot, and I help with events once in a while, like the Hunger Summit, or we hold events here, and it's been such a great place. When you hold an event here at the World Food Prize, people want to come, and it's just exciting for them to see this facility and be part of it.
Why do people, there seems to be this slight, little bit of ignorance in Iowa. Like people like yourself, people that are kind of in the know, think the World Food Prize and the Borlaug Dialogue are this epic, incredible event. But many Iowans are kind of not entirely sure what happens at the World Food Prize. They're not sure what the Borlaug Dialogue is. They don't really know what's going on. Where's the disconnect, do you think?
Well, I just don't. I think people have lots of other things to do in their lives, but and maybe we're not advertising enough. Maybe this show will help.
We're going to solve everything.
Share with people, what's really going on here. But agriculture is Iowa.
Yeah, it is.
And Iowa is agriculture. And it's just a great story that we have to tell here. And it's not just about U.S. agriculture, Iowa agriculture. It's global agriculture and how we feed people, and how, I got to travel around the world, with the soybean industry, and saw agriculture all over the world. And every farmer is pretty much the same. They love what they do, and they always want to talk about how their crops were, or their family, or their community. And that's what this is about.
Yeah. Tell me why you support the foundation, and tell me about the good work the foundation's doing.
Well, we support, my family and I support the foundation because agriculture is important to us, and this foundation is important to us. And it does help showcase agriculture, and it does share a positive message about agriculture that, as I said, we all care about what we do. We all love what we do, and we're people, and we love caring for the land and feeding people at the same time.
Yeah. What are people like yourself, we have a lot of people here right now, what do they hope to gain from this? Like, what's the takeaway? What's the value in coming and participating?
Yeah. The value is some of the educational events that are going on, the speakers that are going on, the connections that you can make here, and it's a learning process at the same time. And you get to meet so many people and find out that globally, there are so many similarities, and when we work together, we all benefit. I always like to say that, and there are a lot of great organizations and companies that really do care and really do want to help people not only be successful, but to make sure people are fed and clothed and have clean water, as we heard this morning. It's just a wonderful example of communicating and working together.
Yeah, I think people don't make the connection always, but that's a big part of the World Food Prize and the Borlaug Dialogue, is that trying to solve global hunger. I mean, this is what Dr. Norman Borlaug did. For those that don't know, like, I don't want to say eradicated global hunger, but greatly impacted the world by changing the way wheat. Isn't it like shorter wheat stalks or something? Isn't that what he did?
Well, it was it was disease tolerant wheat and
Yeah,
shorter.
yeah.
Yeah, and when the wheat stands up better, it yields more too. If it goes down and lays flat, it doesn't yield so well. You know,
Right.
and he bred wheat that was resistant to some of the diseases that were going on around the world too, and developed a lot of that in right here in Iowa, but in in Mexico and other countries
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
to solve hunger problems, and that was his goal. You know, that's what we do in agriculture.
Yeah. So last question, I'll let you get back to the event. You ran for ag secretary in 28, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
So this is something that is not a new thing to you, being involved in Iowa and globally in agriculture and feeding hungry people. This is something you've been at for a long time. What's the next chapter look like for the World Food Prize? Like, with all the things you know, all the things you know about Iowa and global hunger, what's the next big push? What's the next big initiative?
Well, for me, as I've gotten to see agriculture around the world and people around the world, I think folks also need infrastructure, and
Yeah.
we heard that this morning. It's clean water, it's transportation, it's communication, and the ability to work together and help others be successful. And when you have a good infrastructure, it's a lot easier to make a living too.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray Gasser, corn and soybean farmer. What's your title as far as the World Food Prize?
It's
Chief
not,
Advocate? Can we call you that?
well, it could be, but just farmer is my most proudest avocation.
We really appreciate you being on the Iowa podcast.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Yeah.